Should you pull for Iris, her roles are going to be support, battery, healer, and a debuffer. Her notable attacks: Potion Pass, her skill 1. It is a non-attacking move where it heals a selected ally by 100% of their max HP. Cool thing with this is if there's any excess healing to that selected ally, it actually transfers to the other allies, up to 40% of their max HP. Potion Pass also grants the party Brave by 80% of Iris's own max Brave. It extends her own buff durations by 1 turn. It FR charges, and it is an instant turn rate move. Moonbow, her skill 2. It is 6 HP attacks with 50% splash. It grants the party Brave by 50% of her own max Brave, and increases her Brave by 50% of her HP damage dealt. Moogle Throw, her EX. Wait till you hear about this. The way it works is it copies the HP damage dealt by the previous ally attack. So say if Tifa moves before Iris and she deals, say, 10 million damage. Iris's EX copies that 10 million damage and deals it again. That's how it works. You're getting an additional 2 split HP attacks with that. And lastly, the EX grants party Brave by 50% of Iris's max Brave. Revolution, or LD, it is 8 HP attacks with 80% splash. It selects an ally and moves Iris's turn to after them. It grants the party Brave by 50% of the HP damage dealt. It increases Iris's skill uses by 1. It fills the EX gauge to 100%. And it grants her buff, Prince's Childhood Friend, for 12 turns. That buff gives party HP regen 10% of the max HP. Slapstick Moogle, her FR. It has a very cool effect whenever it's active, that anyone breaking or attacking a broken enemy has a party HP cap up of 20%. Eclipse, or BT. It's a simple effect, but it's very, very deadly. It lasts for 8 turns. It gives a party HP cap up of 30%, and prepare yourself. It sets all enemies' attack, defense, and max Brave to 0. I know, I couldn't believe it when I saw it too. And I'm not trolling you at all. Everything you're seeing on the screen is 100% factual. It really does that. Her force conditions. The first one gives you a 40% whenever anyone's using a melee ability, and the second one gives you a 30% when someone is granting Brave to an ally. Iris's pros. There's a lot. First off, she has the strongest support damage in the entire game. She's so crazy. Her LD and skill 2 do DPS level amounts of damage, because why not? Might as well make her an attacker as well, right? I'm not even talking about her BT and EX yet. They're actual cheat codes. Like, some developer got an action replay, stuck it in their computer, and programmed cheat codes into Iris's kit. Like, are you kidding me? Setting all enemies' attacks, defense, and max Brave to straight up 0, not reducing it, not having it, straight up making it 0. With her EX being able to copy damage. The fun thing about the EX, there's no limit to how much damage she can copy. If you have Astos or Leo dealing 5,000 million damage to a single target, Iris' EX deals another 5,000 million damage. On top of that, it doesn't matter if the previous attack was the last force time and the force time runs out, she still copies that same damage. So when you think about it, if you have Iris's EX available, you're basically getting an extra turn of force time damage-wise. It's insane. Help me, yo. I'm lost for words. Why did they make her like this? She doesn't... This is over the top. This is too much. This too much. This is too much. And you know what the funny thing about all this is? You want to know what the real funny thing about this? Look how many turns the BT lasts. 8 turns. You're giving Iris with a BT that sets all the enemy's stats to 0, essentially. You're making that last 8 turns. But someone like Ashe and Kurosame, oh, you don't want to make them too broken. You don't want to make them busted. You only give them 6 turns. Iris has 8 turns. You know what? I can't. You guys understand why I keep making fun of the developers for their very inconsistent logic with these things? If anything, Iris should be the one with 6 turns for a BT. I'm not complaining. Well, I kind of am. I'm just like saying in comparison, why do the other... I just sound like a broken record at this point. I'm just going to continue. Iris, the support unit that she is, has massive Brave battery. If you're playing with Iris and your team doesn't have Brave, something wrong with you. Every single one of her skills grants Brave to some degree. If even with all of that, you still can't get Brave for your party, that's a you problem. That's not Iris. I'm just teasing. Moving on. The cool thing with Iris is her BT is stupid. Don't get me wrong, it is stupid, but it's so not necessary. You don't need to set all enemies attack and defense max brave at 0. If you're worried about enemies attack, you can just get yourself a tank. If you're worried about your own damage, you have a wide variety of amazing support units to choose from. You're gonna be just fine if you don't have her BT, because you still have access to that broken as hell EX. She's still gonna be a cheat code for you. Iris is one of those support units that you can just continually go to for pretty much everything you need, because she has all of the pros I've listed for you guys here, and also she's capable of force charging. You need a force charger in your team, Iris can do that for you too. She's like the perfect housewife unit. Like, she does everything for you, everything is taken care of for you. All you need to do is just deal damage, basically. But even then, Iris can still do that too. Is there anything this woman can't do? I don't know. Someone tell me. Let's get to Iris's cons, or sorry, let's get to Iris's con, because there's only one really that I found. Her FR conditions are hard, and to some degree pretty conflicting. Most of the support units that are showing up currently are mostly magic, but if they aren't magic, more often than not, they're going to be ranged. So you have very little units that are both melee and support. There aren't a lot of them out. And for the non-support melee units, they're often very selfish. Being able to find units that can satisfy both conditions at the same time is going to be pretty hard. If you really want to use her force as your main, it's still possible to do it, but in my opinion, it's just better off using an Echo. My should you pull rating for Iris is going to be an easy SS. Like, girl is a straight up action replay. No other way to put it. She's actual god mode. She's so broken to the point where it's straight up comedic. Iris gives off Toon Force energy. If you skip an Iris, then God help you. I'm just kidding. Thank you guys so much for watching with me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!